All right, Travis Wayne Goodsell, back from the grocery store. 350-pound gallons of liquids. That's what it feels like in my old age. And of course I have to carry it. Okay, so there was a new cereal in Smith's today, in Kroger. It's called Smith's here in Utah, and so I got it. They didn't have the Frosted Flakes Lucky Charms. I'll have to go to Family Dollar to get it. But fruity Lucky Charms. It's like the Fruity Pebbles. It's just bigger than the Pebbles. So I guess Fruit Loops, maybe, with marshmallows. So tomorrow morning I'll be starting on that. And of course I had to get the staple Lucky Charms. So whenever the end of the world comes after being tortured all these years with Trump, General Mills better still be in business. Or at least hand over their recipe. Man, I remember in the good old days as a kid, Lucky Charms, the cereal used to be thicker and puffier, and now they're shrunken, and they get more in a box, but oh man. Okay, so did the world collapse while I was away for, what was it, an hour and a half? Man. So yeah, the big news of the day was the LDS bishop, who also was a service member, a lieutenant, I think, if I remember right. So yeah, another bishop bites the dust, again showing that the church isn't true. And of course the church leaders, they want to pass the buck. It's the bishop, it's not us, the prophets. We won't lead you astray, though your bishops will. There's something wrong if the bishops are leading the members of the church astray. Any leader in position leading you astray, there's something wrong. Something's not working. Something needs to be fixed. Because if it's not broke, don't fix it. Oh, come on. Those who love Beauty and the Beast, the Disney cartoon version, knows what I'm saying there. And so, yeah, I got the creation story done. It was a lot quicker, but everybody will recognize, hey, wait a minute, I don't recognize this. This is strange to me. So yes, I'm going from the Egyptian documents to show you what was in the Torah text. And I'll eventually get to the Gospels, but Zeitgeist already went over that. D.M. Murdoch, for example, she goes over that. She doesn't go into detail, each and every single story. She just makes the claim that they come from the Egyptian documents. So she doesn't list out which Egyptian document goes with which. So I'll be the first one to do that, apparently, because she died of cancer, I guess, back in 2015, I think. Not too long ago. So, a sad day for Egyptology. But of course, Christians were cheering. Yay! Nobody to destroy our Bible! We want our Bible wrong and incorrect and not translated correctly and blah, 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 blah. So yes, Christians do exactly the same thing you Mormons are doing. Yeah, reminds me, I took philosophy of science as a half bachelor's up in the University of Lethbridge. And part of the philosophy of science had to do with scientific theory construction in regards to science versus religion. And my institute instructors for the church warned me, don't go into that field. Every Mormon who goes into that field loses their testimony and leaves the church. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And as a result, I went in my experience, I wrote the book Philosophy of Mormonism. And then Mormon philosophy became an upgraded version, including more books in it. And then I broke them off into the separate books. Yeah, the world doesn't care about the Mormon Church, Mormons. I'm sorry. You guys just aren't a significant factor in the world's equation. They don't care about your religion. Christianity, they're concerned about. They're a dominant force in the world. And as a result, science is attacking or counter-attacking Christianity. Because Christians, threatened by science, I'm not from a monkey! You don't need to worry about it, guys. They don't have the DNA evidence connecting us with monkeys. 23andMe couldn't do it, and they go back pretty far. Yeah, Egypt is my origins, as far as they can tell. So, no monkeys. You don't need to fear science as long as science uses correct scientific theory methodology. And that's where they're taking advantage of the situation, and they're doing it in order to obtain further grant money for their research so that they can have a cushy lifestyle and not have to worry about where their next paycheck is coming from. So that's the problem that we have with science. So we don't really get the breaking discoveries as we could be having. Apparently they fear that if they make a discovery, find a cure, that there will be nothing left to discover, nothing left to cure. And I'm sorry, there's tons left to do. So yeah, I walked right in to Paleo-Hebrew and ancient Egyptian glyphs, and oh, look at that. Am I sure that nobody else has made this discovery? Surely somebody must have made this discovery. This was simple. Nope, just me. So yeah, so a needle pulling thread. Alrighty, it's 11 o'clock now. I need to have lunch, and I have no idea when Xfinity is going to be here, and if they're not here before 5, they're going to have to wait another day, and there may not be another option to have the door opened. So I don't know. You know, that's, businesses need to cater to the customers. They can't cater to themselves. They need to make appointments and say, we are coming at 11 a.m. and then I have to agree to it, to make arrangements so that we're both in agreement, so that I know when I need to be here. And if they're going to be late, then they need to contact me. We're running late, we're going to be there about 15 minutes after. Great, thank you. You know, it's tough enough with the mail. UPS. I'm expecting a UPS package tomorrow. But fortunately, the UPS guy is consistent. It's the same guy every time. Unlike Xfinity and Amazon. It's different people every time. And and so they go by their own schedules on what's on their list for the day, and that messes us up as customers. But at UPS, even though there's a video about some trap that UPS is doing, I don't know of any trap. They've been great customer service. They've been great. Employed with them when I was going to Ricks College. I worked at the Idaho Falls Center during the Christmas time and unloaded trucks, and they paid great for a guy just unloading trucks and working part-time. So yeah, I've not known UPS to be a bad business. So but yeah, I can count on my driver here to be consistent. I know that he will usually arrive from 11 to 12 on most days. Of course, Christmas season, you got to push it back an hour, so 12 to 1. Yeah, 12 to 1. But yeah, it's nice to have people you can count on. Oh well. So still worn out. I got my book, and I probably won't get around to reading McCabe's book, The Threat. I've been watching all of his shows where he's talking about it. So yeah, I've got a pile of Trump books, a Trump tower, and I probably won't go through them. There's the Doonesbury Trump, everything that Doonesbury did on Trump, that book. That would be fun to go through. Yeah, and then there's another, is it Goodnight Trump? That's a quick read. But yeah, I don't get Fox books. Sean Spicer's book, no, he doesn't get my respect. I'm not buying his book. He lied for the president, and apparently he's been busted yesterday. Among the multitude of bombshells yesterday, the Spicer got thrown in the mix as having lied for Trump, as well as Sarah Sanders, or as Stephen Colbert calls her, Huckasans. So, yeah. You can't lie for people, guys. You'll get busted. Trump will not support you. You will go down. Your career ruined. So, yeah. The devil does not support his own. That's a popular phrase, and it's true. People who are corrupt will not support those whom they fool into following them. Thus, Mormons, the church will not support you. The church did not support the bishop today. They came out with a statement saying it is unacceptable that members and local leaders should do such things. They will not support you. They will support the prophets, though. Notice that the prophets were missing in that statement by the public speaker for the church. Unbelievable. All he had to do was say, it is unacceptable for anyone to do this. That's all he had to say. And he couldn't say it. He said members and local leaders. As if the prophets were above the law as well as Trump. But Trump's not above the law. So everybody's now hoping that Mueller will recommend indicting the president. Because he's committing crimes while in office. He gave the nation to Putin in Helsinki. He just gave it to him. And then, yeah, Vlad Master, who got hurt. He got a boo-boo on his finger doing judo. And he brushes it off. All those things happen. I'm sure it has nothing to do with you getting older and slower, even though Trump thinks you're very strong. What were those two doing alone? For Trump to then come out, oh, he was very strong. You know, maybe he didn't throw away the transcripts because maybe there weren't transcripts. Maybe Trump cried uncle. Uncle, uncle. All right. I'm hungry. And I think I'm calmed down so that I'm not going to throw up my food if I eat.